Skies of Arcadia Legends. So this is running off of a emulator because a capture card is expensive. I do of course own this game on GameCube and even the original Dreamcast, but the GameCube is definitively the better version. Aside from some added features, you've got a few nice little additions, but the main complaint anyone had about Skies of Arcadia was the frantic number of random encounters you would get. So I believe essentially what the GameCube version did was double all the XP you get for the ones you do have, maybe crank up the difficulty a bit, but reduce the amount of random encounters. Graphically, it's about the same on the GameCube as the Dreamcast. So we start on this futuristic looking thing. And something looking a bit more ironclad. The game has basically no voice acting. Ha ha ha! We've finally found her. Admiral Alfonso, her ship's in range of our cannons. Excellent. Prepare to fire concussion shells on my command, but avoid hitting her ship directly. We need her alive so we can question her. Fire! I'm not sure if I'll bother to do voices for all of this, but oh no! So basically, giant flash grenades, knocked her out, capture. Who are they? Who is she? Why do they want her? Why does she have a cleavage window? Your Excellency, the girl has been knocked unconscious, but she's unharmed. She's been taken aboard our ship. The Empress will be very pleased with me. I'm sure to be rewarded. Rather handsomely, I might add. What? Where did that come from? It sounded like an explosion. Status report, now! The lower hull has been hit. Someone is attacking us. Good observation from the observation soldier. Attacking us? Who would dare attack a vessel of the Imperial Armada? There's a small ship hiding in the clouds off the port side, says Mr. Pedalbin Head. That flag! Air pirates! Is that enough emphasis for a triple exclamation mark? I don't know. Well, Ironclad versus Rig and Sail doesn't tend to favour the classics. Avast, ye mateys. Air pirates, scum. Don't you know that we're Evaluate Imperial soldiers? Of course I know. That's why we attacked your ship. You guys have the best stuff. Mood lighting. I'm Vise of the Blue Rogues, and in a few minutes I'll be relieving you of all your valuables. Attacking us all by yourself? You're either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. We'll be tossing you overboard. Wait for me! Dramatic entry. Vise, you left without me. I'm not going to let you have all the fun. Oh, hi, I'm Aika. I'm a Blue Rogue like Vise, and we're robbing you. Just in case they weren't up to speed. That's the service you get from the Blue Rogues. You dare mock the Valued Empire with your insolence? Kill them and toss their corpses over the side. Alright, so the game wastes no time getting you into a fight. This is where we gain control. So this game operates on a turn-based system. It is in a 3D environment, and your placement does affect how things turn out. You don't actually control your movement, so you kind of have to adapt based on what's going on. So we've got items, nothing really we can use here. Guard, for cowards, frankly. Standard attack. Special move, which we can't afford. Magic, which we can't use. And focus. Focus recharges your gauge at the top, where we've got 2 out of 8 total. And you need this to use special moves and magic when you get access to it. But for now, we're just going to wail on them with the boomerang. Ow, rude. And the sword. So, our main character Vise here has got red swords, but they don't have to be. You can filter through, at the moment, 2 different colours, but you'll get up to a maximum of 6, and each one essentially imbues your attacks with an elemental property. Has another feature which I'll mention in a minute. Boom. You'll get different comments at the end of the fight depending on how much health your party has got left. That's typical of everything went well. But if everybody's barely hanging on, they will represent that fact with the words that they choose. So here we have magic experience. You'll get general experience as you level up, but depending on the colour of your weapons, you'll level up your magic experience. If you put all of your characters into one colour, you'll level that colour up faster. And as we can see, Aika is pretty close to learning a green spell. And that's how you get magic in this. You just level it up and you can focus on one colour if you desperately want to get a spell unlocked. Or you can leave it generalist and just let them come as they will. It's a really cool system, actually. There is no point in resisting. Throw down your weapons and hand over your ship. Imbeciles. What do the 2 of you think you could do against the 5 of us? Take him out. Ow. I think you miscounted. I only see 4 of you. Dad! We'll take care of these guys. Make your way to the bridge and shut down the engines. And when we're out here, remember it's Captain, not Dad. Got it? Yeah. Aye, aye, Captain. Heh. Aika, shall we go and introduce ourselves to the captain of this ship? I'm ready when you are. I haven't figured out the voices. Alright, let's go find the bridge. Let's go. As you can see, you get very minimal voice acting. It's slightly more than Link in Ocarina of Time. But for Dreamcast era, that was about all you could expect. Drops us right in front of a treasure chest. How pleasant. So you get 3D environments, the sort that you would expect nowadays, but not exactly the norm back in the day. I think this was actually really good graphically for the Dreamcast era. Everything's fairly well generated. Some of the characters and monsters, not so much. Well, well. Air pirates have decided to infest my ship. I am Alfonso, cherished son of Valua's most distinguished family, and an admiral of the Imperial Armada. Normally, lowlifes such as yourselves would never have the opportunity to bask in such greatness. Consider yourselves fortunate. As you can see from Alfonso's character model, he's a blonde, blue-eyed, pretty boy, decked out in some rather elaborate regalia, and very much giving off that air of an aristocrat noble. So they've done a very good job with designing him, because that's his character to a T. Yeah, right. Who's the girl? I never thought someone of your stature would stoop to kidnapping. Ha! You're very observant for a rogue. However, I cannot waste my time dealing with you. I simply must get going. I think I shall have you exterminated like the pests you are. Dispose of them. Oh no! He started a rave! Right, I am going to switch to green because I'd quite like to get some magic learnt. These guys are pretty weak. As you can see, they're not fully armoured like the guys up on deck. Speed dictates who attacks when, so you never quite know how it's going to play out. Let's have you finish him off. I'll typically try and kill off enemies one by one by focusing on one at a time, unless I know for certain that I'm going to be more than comfortable, shall we say. It's a lot more prolific to have enemies that will heal themselves using items and rarely spells in this than most RPGs. It's something you get used to. I quite like it. So, got the XP, got some gold. Upped our hit points. Upped our stats. And because we had both of them on green, I could get both of the green pips she needed to learn Sacri, which is a healing spell. The game does not tell you a lot of how the mechanics work. You sort of pick it up intuitively. But it can take a while for some of the subtleties to sink in. Like the colour of your weapons and being able to maximise the amount of XP you get towards a particular colour. I don't think that is ever explicitly mentioned. You're just sort of expected to figure out that that's what happens. As you can see, we're getting random encounters as well as the scripted ones. Like I mentioned, the Dreamcast had a lot of random encounters. And a really cool, cute feature. When you're wandering around an open map, if you are about to hit a random encounter, you'd hear the disc spinning up, so you knew you were about to hit a random encounter. You couldn't avoid it, you couldn't open a menu or anything, you were locked in at that point. It was just pretty funny. So, it's a fairly detailed for the character models and the chief players. But the lighting effects are a little bit basic, of course. Everything's just flashing, shadows spinning around Vi's, even though that doesn't make sense from the placement of the lights in the room. Because it's a very basic trick to make you think, you know, you've got a lot of random lighting effects happening. What? How did you defeat my soldiers? If you want my ship that badly, you can have it. I'll get another. I am very busy. I do not have time to deal with you personally. Now, if you'll excuse me. That's okay, sir. We'll wait patiently. Gotta go get this random encounter, apparently. got some weaker ones as well as the soldiers, so let's try and take the guards out first. I would have rather you default to the other guard, but whatever. Unlike a lot of games, you also have the chance to miss with magic in this. Most games you kind of expect a magic attack to always land. That includes resurrection spells, which is something I don't think I've seen ever. Even the items, frankly, they have like a 50% chance at a low level. And it's not the bolstered 50%, you know, we'll say 50%, but we're actually going to lean it into the gamer's favour. It's actual 50%, and it can tilt you out so hard when it misses 4 or 5 times in a row. Buddy, you keep dodging, we're going to have problems. Alright, let's show off. Special effects are a bit hokey and basic around this, but, you know, you get a satisfying feeling of damage coming through this. Oh. Moonberry. Check that out in a minute. Loot. 50 gold. That's basically nothing. Alright, so because I've remapped the controls to a 360 controller here, I'm not entirely sure what every control does. So that's doing that. That's also doing that. Aha! Menu. An edible fruit fertilized, what am I talking about? By moonstones. Eating it will enable you to learn a technique. This is how you get special moves, or limit breaks, if you will. We go down here. So you can see what we have. She doesn't have one, but this is a line damage. And this is a defensive one, which only takes 1 SP. It's pretty good, but I think I want to take advantage of Aika's ability. She's very much geared towards crowd control with her special abilities. So very good for clearing the map of weak enemies so you can focus on the big boys. Magic Droplet 2. A magic droplet replenishes your your magic points by 1, which sounds like a really shitty deal, but 1 is the cost for every magic spell in the game. So it's a very simple cap. You have 3 magic points, you can cast 3 spells. Ha! You'll never get through this door. I've locked it from this side. So long, rogue. Ha ha ha. Yes, the diabolical evil genius has figured out the diabolical plan of locking a door from the other side. Truly, you can see why he's an admiral. Camera gets fixed in this position. Gives you a nice sense of scale of the ship. Obviously, they reuse the same graphic an awful lot, but they get away with it because, you know, it's a military ship. You want to set a certain aesthetic and tone for a location, and you would be using a lot of panels. Your Excellency, the sun is up and visibility is good. The preparations for your escape have been completed. Good work. I have finished my preparations as well. Preparations to dispose of a traitor. What? Please, Your Excellency, what are you doing? I cannot tell the Empress that I lost my ship to the air pirates in a fair fight. I am going to need a scapegoat, and you'll do quite nicely. To keep my glorious reputation from being tarnished, you must be sacrificed. No, you can't do this! Insert Wilhelm scream here. Even in death he'll serve me well. I can't wait to tell the Empress. But Empress, my own vice-captain betrayed us and allowed the air pirates to board. I could do naught but dispose of the traitor myself. The Valiant Empire is under the yellow moon. There are 6 moons, 6 colours that you can use your weapons with. His weapon is of a yellow colour, which is thematically correct. So, this is how Valua treats its people. What? Now that we've taken control of your ship, we'll be taking the girl as well. And there's just one more thing I need to do. After seeing you kill an unarmed man in cold blood, I can't allow you to walk away from this. Draw your blade, Alfonso. Ha! An uncivilized rogue such as yourself wants to challenge me? You aren't worth my effort, but perhaps you'd like to meet one of my pets. Come, Antonio. Who's a good boy? Big boy. Oh, he's a big boy. What? What is that thing? He's not really a lap pet. He's my personal war beast. I was going to leave him here, but it seems I found a use for him after all. I mean, technically you're still leaving him here. But whatever. Antonio, trample the pests and make their deaths as painful as possible. Ooh, he's a chunky fella. So, our first boss fight and our first boss music, which is pretty boss. So, let's see how much damage he takes, and let's get ourselves guarding. That's not huge. Luckily, neither was that. See, we're at half health, but... well, more than half health. We'll probably be fine. How they decide between ranged combats and non-ranged combats, I think, just depends on how far away they were. Yikes. That's not a good prize. You guard, and you throw crystals at him. Unlike the real world, you can actually legitimately heal someone with crystals in this world. Might as well be called Skies of Homeopathy. No! Yeah. There's always a chance to counterattack, which feels nice. Let's see how much damage he can do, and I think we'll use a crystal. Yes, let's. Whatcha! Alright, making progress. His Thunder of Fury is a line attack, so it's good that my guys have split up. Yeah, you go, girl. I think he's smitten. So while we have a minute, let's check out the character aesthetic. So clearly they can put a fair amount of detail onto the weapons, but the solid color blocks is a a design choice they've made. And they are slightly opaque, so it's kind of cool. You get a lot of anime protagonists from Vize's kit, but he can be forgiven for that, given the era. Aika, being that she uses a boomerang, has one big old heavy glove on, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, it's like maximum mobility. The red hair with the scarecrow pigtails, pretty cool. Was it, Vice? Was it easy? So modest. I love the drawn portraits they get. Hey, now we both know how to cure. And another moonberry you shouldn't have. Bah! Perhaps there is more to you than meets the eye. Well, Vise of the Blue Rogues, you will rue this day, the day you stood against the Valuan Empire. We shall meet again. I mean, fair enough. You coward! What kind of commander sacrifices his own men and his ship to run from a fight? Well, even though he was a coward with gold. True. I suppose that the ship and everything on it officially belongs to us now. Officially? Really? We haven't had a catch this big for quite some time. The people back home are going to be impressed. I hope they're talking about the ship. And look at this girl. I've never seen anyone dressed like that before. You're right. She sure doesn't look like she's from around here. I wonder why Valio was trying to kidnap this girl in the first place. I wonder where she's from. This place. Am I home? Fina? Fina, you replace Rami, the moon. Elder. However, watch yourself. Do not allow trust. Elder. How is she, Vise? Her breathing's more regular now. I think she'll be alright. Hey! Look, she's coming too. Dangly blue earrings are clearly a thing. Ooh, where am I? You're aboard our ship, the Albatross. Oh, definitely a name of luck. I'm Vise. Don't worry, there aren't any Valuan troops around, so you'll be safe here. Yes, thank you very much. Haha, you don't need to thank us. The Blue Rogues are always there to help people. My name is Aika. It's nice to meet you. Hey, could you tell us your name? My name is Fina. So you'll get sections like this asking you to pick an option. It's not quite a good evil paragon option because it's not that sophisticated as a game. It came well before that was the fad, but whether you choose the right options will affect your reputation, how smooth, how cunning, how smart you are. So we can choose, that's a great name, that's a strange name, so where are you from exactly? And because we're smooth, we're going to say, that's a great name. And you hear the ding. Fina, huh? It's a great name. It's so feminine. Really? You think so? Geez, you try and compliment someone, and nothing. No reaction whatsoever. Gotta step up your game, man. Ha 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 ha. Vise, that wasn't much of a compliment. Looks like you have a lot to learn about women. Excuse me, but I have a question. What exactly is an air pirate? What? You were out sailing all by yourself and you don't even know what air pirates are? Oh, I'm sorry. It's my first time traveling. Basically, air pirates are sailors that attack other ships to steal their cargo. Attack? You don't have to worry about us. We're the Blue Rogues. See, air pirates are divided into two factions, the Blue Rogues and the Black Pirates. The Black Pirates will attack anything in the sky, especially merchant vessels and unarmed ships. However, we Blue Rogues only take our cargo from armed ships, especially the Imperial Armada. We rob from the rich and keep the gold, but we use the gold to save the people that need our help. I'm guessing that list includes people who sell liquor, guns, and parts. The truly needy. That's why we helped you. Don't worry, we aren't trying to kidnap you or anything. Just relax and enjoy the trip. Uh-oh. Need more batteries. There we go. Sure. Vise, Aika, how long are you going to sit there chit-chatting? Come to the bridge now. Oh no, I completely lost track of time. Oh well, guess that means we have to go. Alright, Fina, we'll see you later. Try and get some rest. She looks confused. So there you go. You've had an exposition dump for the start of the game. The barrel is stuffed with all sorts of preserved foods. It's important to eat right, especially on long journeys. Don't want to get scurvy. It's full of ammunition. We're not allowed to take any without my dad's permission. He's very strict about things like that. It's one of the Albatross's main cannons. Not all of our cannons are attached to the ship. We can move this one around the ship if we need to. So yeah, you've had expedition dump. We've met the Valuans and the Imperial Armada, so you get the sense that they're a bit of a big deal. When someone refers to their ships as an armada, you know they've got quite a few of them. And Imperial, they're an empire. Empires are inherently conquering. Oh yes, I would know all about that being British. What else? Air pirates, clearly you've got two factions. You've got Blue Rogues, which are essentially sky pirate Robin Hoods, who, for whatever reason, have decided that legitimate business concerns don't really concern them, because stealing's fun. And then you got the Black Pirates, which basically are less ethically challenged pirates. We can walk around and explore the ship a little bit. Spoiler, we don't actually ever have to come here ever again. Hey Vise, that raid earlier was pretty good. It's been a while since we raided a Valuan ship. If you're wondering what we did with the Valuans, well, when they heard their fearless leader abandon ship, they surrendered. Captain Dine just let them go, though. Well, after we took their treasure, of course. And there was a lot of it. We'll take what we can, but we only fight when we need to. That's what separates us Blue Rogues from the Black Pirates. I mean, we've already established the Black Pirates would prefer to attack unarmed people, so they only fight when they have to as well. But I nitpick. We understand the point. Yeah, you literally never come to the Albatross again. So this whole thing, all the detail, literally just for this start. Maps and charts as you would expect. It's a map of mid-ocean. This area is considered the turf of the Dine family Blue Rogues. That would be us. You're late, Vice. I told you that you need to be on time for your shift. You know the routine, swap the decks, and they better be clean. But Dad, I was only a little late. On a ship, being a little late can cost lives. And one more thing. While we're on board, it's Dad. It's not Dad, it's Captain. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Captain Dad. We're heading home to Pirate Isle. Go report to Briggs. See if he needs you for anything. Briggs? Is it going to be a Reg or a Jurassic? Landis, the navigator. When you're at the helm, watch out for sky rifts. They're those really strong downdrafts that surround Pirate Isle. If your engines aren't strong enough and you fly into them, the wind will push you into the deep sky. The pressure down there would crush us. He's really happy about this. Briggs, the vice captain. Oh, there you are, Vise. You finally decided to join us on the bridge, huh? Well, we're heading back home to Pirate Isle. Pirate Isle is southeast from here. Just head south first, and it's past the Valley of Islands. Head south through the Valley of Islands? Aye, aye. Alright, let's get moving then. Full speed ahead to Pirate Isle. And now we get to the world map. Vise, before we set sail, do you have any questions you wanted to ask me? How do I steer this thing? How do we get home from here? No, not really. Well then, full speed ahead. Destination, Pirate Isle. So, you can actually move the camera around, look at your ship from different angles, see above, see below. You can increase or decrease your altitude, up to a point, of course. And so we float. And can't miss this. The compass goes crazy. We have found the pirate's grave. Pirate's grave. It appears that someone has scribbled onto the stone, "Here lies an unknown blue rogue." The actual name has been worn away by the wind, but the first letter, D, can still be made out. Nobody remembers who rests here. Wait, that's the legendary pirate's grave. Good job, Vice. I'm sure that the Sailors Guild would be more than happy to pay you for making this discovery. Guild? Pay me for a discovery? Much of this world is uncharted and shrouded in legend. Ruins, strange creatures, all sorts of things are waiting to be discovered. Any major port city will have a Sailors Guild. They pay explorers well for any information or discoveries that they've made. When you're flying through the skies and your compass starts spinning around rapidly, that means there's a discovery nearby. If you try searching the area, you'll probably find a discovery. Just head over to the Sailors Guild afterwards and collect your reward. But the longer you wait, the greater the chance that someone else will beat you to it, so you should visit the guild as soon as you can, okay? So, that is the exploration mechanic. There are lots and lots of discoveries in the world map, and the sooner into your game that you find them and report them, the more money they're worth to you. And the more likely that the discovery will be attributed to you and not somebody else. Who else? Well, that would be telling. And obviously, it's a world map, you get random encounters. Let's change to red, see if we can get some red spells. Ooh, that didn't work. That did. Ooh, we got slapped. Alright, let's see if a green will do better. Slightly. Well, it'll do. Now, it's been a while, so I don't really remember where all of the little secrets that I can discover are. And I'm not trying to 100% this. So we're just going to go for what I can find. It's going much better already. Yay! Random encounter rate still fairly rampant. Let's pile in on him. See, if Ica and Vise's positions were reversed, her Alpha Storm would be quite effective here. But she is adjacent to their line, so less good. Still, let's see if we can get a twofer. Yeah. Pew pew.
That wasn't so bad.
See, we've gone from that was easy to that wasn't so bad. Ooh, Noxy. That sounds like it's some sort of poison. Hey, Fina, how are you feeling? I'm feeling much better. Thank you for your concern. I really can't keep doing that voice. Heh, no problem. I'm just happy to see you're well. Looks like we'll be reaching the island soon. Island? You can see it right over there. That's our base, Pirate Isle. Pirate Isle? What a happy little village it looks like. slightly older women and children. Oh, isn't they cute? Oh my. We got some engineers working for us. Nom nom nom. So rocks just float. Welcome to Arcadia. Now that's some loot. Weapons, armor, gold. Now this is a great catch. One of our best yet. Tonight we should celebrate. See, it's not all the men are pirates. Well, Fina, this is what we do. What do you think? Well, it certainly looks challenging. Yeah, I should stop doing that. Challenging, huh? Well, now that you mention it, it isn't easy, but it is fun. Got ourselves a little dry dock. This is the underground port inside of Pirate Isle. From the outside, this island looks like a quiet, peaceful village. But the inside of the island is where our headquarters are located. There are armories, shops, and even a tavern inside here. Come on, we'll give you a tour. Vise. Come to my office immediately, and bring that girl with you. Vice. I wonder what that was all about. I'm not sure, but we'd better hurry. You know how my dad gets when we're late. Pete the deck swabber. 15 pirates escape with their lives, and only a single bottle of Loqua between them, and a yo-ho-ho, a yo-ho-ho. I've got a good singing voice, eh? This is the song we pirates sing when we're forced to swab the decks. Well, if you do have a good singing voice, it's been rather mutilated by me. I do apologize. On sailboats, ropes are used for just about everything. Having good, strong ropes can mean the difference between life and death. And fun and not fun. This is where we store the loot from our raids. Later, we'll separate the stuff that we want to keep from what we want to sell. Let's save. You can do a little bit of first person. So they build all these environments. They're pretty good for the era. Everything's quite clean. A decent enough amount of detail. I do like the art style, where everything's a little bit exaggerated. Like all the clothing. My dad told me he stole this cannon from a black pirate when he was younger. It's pretty old, but it's really powerful. That's what he tells your mom, kid. It's packed with weapons that we took from the value and guards. I don't see anything of particularly high quality. Now, when you got an army, you can't afford high quality for your grunts. Let's be honest. Rawr, cheers. Timus. Haha, Loqua sure does hit the spot. Captain Dine really knows how to pick out his loquat berries. This stuff is good. Heh, it's been a while since we've taken over an Armada flagship. We deserve to take a little break now and then. Hmm? Should you be sitting there drinking Loqua with the rest of us when you got a beautiful, hard-working wife waiting for you at home? Hey, there's nothing wrong with relaxing with friends after a hard day's work. My, oh my, this place sure is full. Fina, this is our tavern. They serve all kinds of drinks here. Nectars, juices, Loqua. Excuse me, but what exactly is Loqua? I don't know if there's a correct way to pronounce this word, by the way. I'm just going with Loqua. Like liquor, Loqua. What? Fina, you really don't know what Loqua is? Sounds like someone has a cheap date. Well, I don't know exactly, but it appears to be a really good tasting drink of some kind. Everyone seems to be drinking it so fervently. It must be delicious. You want to share a bottle of Merlot with us? It's made from the loquat berries and moonstones. It's just a juice, but it tastes great. Quickly establishing that this is not alcohol because this is a family game for families. No. We don't have time to sit around just now. We have to go talk to the captain. Why? Are we not supposed to be here? Well, the captain's always getting on our case about being late and stuff. I really don't want to get in any more trouble today. Yeah, my dad can get pretty worked up when he's mad. We wouldn't want him to have a heart attack now, would we? You're so mean to your dad. You know that, Vice? Come on, we should probably get going. Your dad's waiting for us. Casual reminder from the game that we can do what we like, but we got places to be. We took this armor from a Valuan vessel a long time ago. Looks like someone's had a little fun drawing on it. Looks much better now. Plundering the treasure is fine, but just once I'd like to find a well-built, handsome young man as treasure instead of the usual. I say, Mabel. Of course, if I did that, I'd be just like a black pirate instead of a blue rogue. Oh well, I suppose that means it's off limits. You got some dark thoughts there, Mabel. Humans are not treasure. Stick to the looty, don't go for the booty. What's your deal? Ben the Lookout. My job is to guide the Albatross into the underground entrance so that it can dock into the harbor safely. We use flag signals to communicate to each other over vast distances. Right now, I'm coordinating the loading of supplies onto the Albatross. What's a semaphore? Alright, well, there's a treasure chest up there. Clearly we'll be getting to that later. Hooray, we're home. You know, there really isn't anything quite like the feeling yet when you reach your home port. Neat cocky little flourish when you get to the top of the ladder. Well, this ain't the captain's office. Although it does seem to have a speaking tube installed, and I don't know what that's about. Vice and Ike are reporting for duty, and we've brought Fina like you requested. Ordered, technically. You're a little late. I'll let it slide this time. Come on over. Young lady, I am Dine of the Captain of the Blue Rogues. There are a few questions that I want to ask you. Will you answer them for me? Of course. I've been sailing for a very long time, but I've never come across anyone wearing clothes like yours. You must tell me who does your dresses. What country are you from, and why were you traveling alone out there? Frankly, I'd like to know the answer to this. Captain Dine, you worry too much. Fina's just a normal girl. Wow, they bonded quickly. Silence, Aika. I am the captain here. It is my duty to protect the safety of my family and my crew. If this girl is a danger of any sort to you or any of my men, I cannot let her live. But... Fina, it is your turn to speak. Fina? I cannot say. Why is that? Is it because we are air pirates? Don't you trust us? No, that has nothing to do with it. I thank you with all my heart for saving my life. But I cannot tell any living soul about the purpose of my quest, even if it means sacrificing my own life. I have no intention of endangering any of your lives. If you believe anything that I say, please believe this. All right then. Looks like I lost this one. I understand your dilemma, and I can see in your eyes that you are true to your word. Although we're air pirates, we also have a strong sense of honor. You do not need to divulge the details of your quest. Understand that you now have my trust. Be careful that you do not lose it.
Thank you so much.
Captain Dine, thank you kindly. I will not disappoint you. Vice, Aika, bring the girl, Fina, topside, and give her a tour of the village. Now that's more like it. Way to go, Dad. You're the best. It's not Dad, it's Captain. I swear. How many times do I have to remind you? You're excused. Don't be late for dinner. Captain Dine. That's a fair point, though. I mean, this is his secret base of operations. He doesn't know Fina. I never get the impression he's genuinely going to carry out a threat against her life, but he's clearly putting the pressure on to see whether or not she bends and breaks easily, or if he can get any information. Hey, looting treasure from our own people. Team player, Vice. Team player. I never could quite figure out what this was a picture of. Aika thinks it's a giant balloon, but I think it's a big rock. Kind of making fun of the low-res quality of the pictures there. It's a picture of the Albatross. My dad has had this boat for as long as I can remember. She's a good boat. I'm not really up on naval terminology and traditions, but the difference between boat and ship. I feel like they would call them a ship. It's the flag of the Dine family. I've always liked this design. It just says Blue Rogues to me. It's a classic. Hey, you got skull, you got swords. You do have a visor, like Vise, but it's on the opposite eye. I get the feeling he probably started wearing it as a homage to the flag. It's full of my old man's books and other things that he's picked up on our raids. I wonder how old some of this stuff actually is. Alright, let's go to town. In a literal and figurative sense. We use these cranes when we're loading the ship with supplies for long voyages. Food containers and moonstone barrels can get pretty heavy. Oh, hey, look. Whee! Of course, now I have to go all the way back up again. Or do I? Yeah, if you don't know how to climb, you're not a good sailor. Captain Dine says the girl, Fina, is permitted to wander freely throughout the island. So I unlocked the door. Also, there are 2 treasure chests in this underground port containing emergency supplies somewhere. You might want to look for them. Why? Why would... Yeah, fine. Well, we found one of them. Vice, go on ahead. I have to stop by my house for a second. Why? What's wrong? I just want to freshen up. Don't worry, I'll catch up with you guys in a few minutes. See you at your house. Probably wants to look her best for Fina. I don't know. It's every bear pirate's dream to be a swashbuckler, but you have to do more than sail to become one. You have to live as one, in both your actions and your words. Only true swashbucklers can become great leaders. This is the game's way of telling you about the options and choosing the correct one, because you have a swashbuckler rating, and that is what is determined by your choices in these situations. See what I mean about the game not explicitly telling you the mechanics? Which is fine, it's great, because you don't notice. Like, you realise that something's going on, and you're like, I feel clever for noticing and figuring that out. But instead I'm ruining it for all of you by explaining it. Oh, hey there, Vice. I heard that you guys rescued a girl from the Valiants? Yep. Let me introduce you to her. Hello, it is very nice to meet you. My name is Fina. I'm very grateful for all the hospitality everyone has been showing me. Well, well, aren't you just the sweetest little thing? Well, Fina, it's our pleasure. Just relax and make yourself at home, okay? Nice catch, Vice. I guess your work has its perks, huh? Filthy old woman. I'd never take advantage of her in this situation. I'm a blue rogue. This is our well. It's very valuable to us here on Pirate Isle. Actually, one time when we were still kids, Aika fell inside the well. Of course she did. Please do not step on the garden. Vegetables are an important source of nutrients for sailors. Everyone takes great care to make sure we grow them properly. Everyone except me, that is. Hehehe. Sacred crystals. So I kind of like that the town, the locations are all actually built. Like, you've got the island, you've got the layout, every house is a contained structure. You can pretty much explore the whole thing. We're able to live the way we do thanks to the blessed moons. The moons provide us with moonstones that keep our ships flying and provide us with fuel for fires to keep ourselves warm. We are truly blessed. So yeah, all the magical technology, flying ships, moonstones. Beginner's Hall. I'm not going to go and chat to these guys, but they're essentially going to tell you about special moves. Wait, didn't Ika say she was going to be back to her house? Then why is the door locked? Vice, I say, you've got to give a lady her privacy. I wonder what this handkerchief is for. Oh, I think there's something underneath it. Oh, I say. Oops. The handkerchief was there to cover this hole in Ika's room. It's kind of cool seeing her with the hair down, though. I think that the Peeping Tom music is unnecessary. Ah! Who's there? Take that, you creep! Ow! My eye! Vice? What are you doing? Peeking into my room? You should be ashamed of yourself. I can't believe that you would spy on me like that. Get out of here! But I was just looking under this handkerchief. I didn't know. You probably put it there to draw people's attention. Wow, blame the victim, Vice. Real classy. Real classy. Although, one has to say, if you need to plug up a hole like that, why on earth are you covering up on the outside? Vice, whenever I go sailing on a ship, I always get sick, and sometimes I even throw up. Does that mean I can't be a sailor? Sure you can be a sailor. I used to get airsick all the time when I was little. And after a while, you just sort of stop throwing up. Your body gets used to it. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll throw up however many times it takes until I become a sailor. Now, little kid logic will probably tell him that the more often he throws up, the quicker he becomes a sailor. So, some sort of eating disorder is in there. Hey, Vaz, we're playing hide and seek. You want to play with us? If you can find all three of us and Pow, I'll tell you a secret. Alright, I'll play. Hide and seek, huh? Alright, I'll play. Yay! You're it then. When we say we're ready, you have to come and look for the three of us and Pow. I don't really have to do this, but whatever. Alright, we're ready. Come and find us. How hard can it be? I can outsmart kids. Oh, there you are, Pow. Next time you should hide in a better place, okay? Pow, pow. I mean, he's just a dog, Vice. What do you want from him? Personally, I think it's pretty impressive that he hit at all. Alright, the kids respect the rules of the vegetable garden. Oh, hello. I can't believe you already found me. I thought I had the perfect hiding place. But if you don't find all of us, we still win. I mean, I have a lot of patience. I'm pretty sure I can outlast you kids. Let's not do that again. Oh no, you found me. I was sure I'd be safe here. I just followed the stench of your vomit. Do-do. Aha. Lindsay. Oh no, you found me. I knew I should have hidden somewhere else. I can't believe you found us all. Well, promise is a promise. I'll tell you a little secret. You know the bookshelf in Captain Dan's room? I think that there's some sort of secret to it. I was looking for a book in there one day, and when I leaned on the bookshelf, it sort of moved a little funny. Maybe you should check it out. Maybe I already did, you little... Useless. Secrets. Yay, treasure. Yay, Moonbury. Yep. That seems like a perfectly logical entrance. So I really like the whimsical aesthetic of this. It's all sort of, it's a little cheerful, it's a little bit Disney, but without going over the top. But it's charming. You kind of get involved, you like the world, you like the characters. They have a certain optimism, they don't have to be grim, dark and edgy. It was actually a really nice change of pace from the JRPGs of the mid-90s, late 90s. Better be something good up here. I've obviously played this game a few times, but I don't remember everything about it. Yeah, potions. That's the other thing as well. You don't have potions, you have sacri crystals, and you have the spell sacri. So all your items are in theme with the magic. We're climbing down a ladder. Dine's house. Yeah, because this is an emulator, you're going to get the occasional graphical glitch like that. Vi's mother, not named, but protagonist with both parents alive. That's pretty cool. Oh, welcome back, Vi's. So, you're Fina. It's very nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. I hope I am not intruding. Oh, don't be silly. It's been a long time since we've had guests. Well, I have to finish cooking dinner. Go outside and have some fun. I'll call you when it's ready. Hey, guys. Sorry to have kept you waiting. I was just fixing my hair. I believe that. I did see the hair in progress. Hey, the sunset outside is beautiful. Why don't we go outside and check it out? Well, we still have some time before dinner. Why not? Okay, great. Come on, we can get a great view from up top on Lookout Island. More ladders. So, writing trope 101. If you want somebody to come from a refined society where they don't come across as having a lot of personal interaction experience, you write them as talking without contractions. So, Fina, I hope I am not intruding versus I hope I'm not intruding. Old games like this, though, I can forgive certain trope aesthetics because, I mean, those trends exist today because of the things that happened previously. No room for you, Fina. You stand. It's so beautiful. I love it up here. It's so peaceful. I come up here to relax and watch the sunsets. When I'm up here, I often wonder what lies beyond the sky, beyond the sunset. Beyond the sky? Some say there's monsters. Others say there's a maelstrom that either blows ships away or pulls them in, and they're never seen again. And there are others that just say it's impossible. Aika kind of digs Vi's optimism and drive. But in a very sort of refreshing take, you never get the sense that there's a love interest thing going on. They're just really close friends. I want to know what's out there. Besides, I don't like giving up on anything without giving it my best shot. Someday, I'll be the captain of my own ship, and I'll go beyond that sunset, and I'll see what's out there. Wow. I bet if you could go beyond the sunset, the sky would look even more beautiful. Hey! Hey! That was a moonstone. A moonstone? It landed on that island over there. I think that's Shrine Island. It's been a long time since we've seen a moonstone fall. I don't understand. That was a moonstone? That's right. Fina, you've heard of moonstones before, right? They're pieces of rock that fall from the moons. They usually crash land on the islands. They're a pretty powerful source of energy, too. We use them for all sorts of things. They power our airships, and we can also forge weapons out of them. Oh, yes, I know of moonstones. But it's my first time seeing a moonstone actually fall from the sky. Vice, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, we should try and recover the moonstone. Let's go first thing tomorrow. Vice, Aka, Fina! Dinner is ready. Come on down. Let's go, Fina. You're going to eat with us, right? You're so lucky. I love your mom's cooking. Fina, let's go eat while it's still hot. Yes, thank you for your gracious offer.
foreshadowing.
Do 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 do. Vice! Vice! Good morning. We're going to Shrine Island today, right? Yeah, I'll be right down. Give me a second. She has no qualms spying on us through the hatch. It's a book we picked up on one of our raids. Books are really hard to come by, so they're one of our most treasured finds. Because knowledge is power, kids. I once read a book on the art of navigation over and over again until the bindings were all worn out. I hope the knowledge will come in handy. Vice here. Take this. It's your share of the loot from yesterday's raid. You received a purple moonstone. That moonstone has been processed already, so you should be able to use it on your weapons. Now you'll be able to change the colors of your weapon to purple and give it the power of ice in battle. I see, thanks Dad. I'll use it carefully. One more thing. When you win a fight, you'll be awarded magic experience in the color of the magic that you have equipped in your weapon. When you accumulate a certain amount of magic experience, you will learn a new spell. So if there is a spell you want to learn, by changing the color of your weapon to match that type, you can learn it faster. You can easily change the color of your weapon by using the equip command or by pressing the Y button during battles. Make good use of it. So the game does explain how the color of your weapon levels up at this point. It doesn't explain what the other colors are, but you're expected to figure it out. And it doesn't explain that if you put everybody on the same color, you can go all in on one color for the experience. Thank you so much for everything you've done. First you rescued me, and then you let me stay in your home. I'm eternally grateful. As you can see, happy contractions being used. I suppose you'll be leaving now to retrieve that moonstone that fell yesterday. Please do be careful. Good luck. So she'll use contractions around us. She's a little more comfortable with us. Good morning, Fina. Did you sleep well? Yes, thank you. Fina, we'll be heading over to Shrine Island to get that moonstone in a few minutes. You can stay here and relax at my place if you want. That will be fine, thank you. Alright, Vice, let's get going. The boat is on the upper dock and it's ready to go. Yeah, Fina wouldn't come with us. She's got her own mission. Coming with us doesn't advance that any. We're just off doing our thing. Hey, treasure chest. Hey, Vice. I hear you're going to Shrine Island to pick up some moonstones. To get to Shrine Island, you need to sail straight north of here. But be careful. There's all sorts of monsters out there. One more thing. Not only are there moonstones in this world, there are things called moonberries. They contain a lot of power. By eating some, you will actually get stronger. If you go to your status screen and select super moves, you can learn new techniques. Yep. Depart for Shrine Islande. Right. North, you say? Oh, hello. Ooh. These loopers basically will always try and run away. If you can kill them, I think they give you extra magic experience. Finish him. I feel like this game would work really well as a remake, having seen what they did with Final Fantasy VII. Vice, over there, look at the size of that hole. I mean, no double entendres here. Can't think of anything to say with regards to that. That moonstone that caused that must be huge. Aika, look, water's flowing into the shrine. In the old world, this island was a sacred place. These ruins used to be for some sort of temple. Nobody's been here for generations. Yeah, I've heard stories about this place too. I've heard that there are monsters crawling around inside. But moonstones that big are rare. We've got to go in and get it. You know how I can't pass up a treasure hunt. Besides, how bad can it possibly be? You're right. We're going treasure hunting. Because no outing ever went bad, starting with the words, what could possibly go wrong? Map changes colour to show you where you've explored. Nice little energy saving thing. If you're not particularly good at keeping track of where you've been. I usually am pretty good at that, but don't even have to try here. This is just great. The place is flooded. Aika, look, the moonstone's at the bottom. Wow, it's so bright, that moonstone must be huge. So, Vice, how do you plan on getting out of there? The water's getting pretty deep. Swimming doesn't seem like a good idea. Because that thing's probably heavy. Let's try and drain the water from this place. That way we can just carry the moonstone out of here. Well, considering I can't swim, I like that plan better. But there's still one problem. How are we supposed to drain all of this water anyway? Hey, Vice, look over there. There's a door over there. Maybe if we can find a way to open it, we can drain the water out of this place. You might be right. We'll use the doors as drains. Alright, let's go. I guess there must have been a lot of heavy rain for this much water to have escaped through this hole, and for that to still be quite full. So, old, mouldy, but yeah, definitely looks like it's had some technology involved in its construction. Oh, I think we took them by surprise. Let's see whether she'll be lucky and kill the Looper. Nope. Ooh. Fire magic. Extraordinarily hard evasion. But he's not running. There we go.
That wasn't so bad.
Jerk. Treasure. No treasure. Doohickey. Magic or technology? Who knows? Was it Arthur C. Clarke who said that sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic? Oh, that's new. I think we've turned something on. So now the background for our fight has got those lit up. Yeah, that's what you get. Sleepy time. Wakey time. Right. Red not so good. But I think ugh. Alright, let's try ice. Oh, that's much better. How fortuitous that we were granted the power of ice. Ugh. Gotta love that retro transition. Hello. What are you seeking? Okay. Let's try green. better. Probably going to need to heal him at some point. Oh, better. This seems tough. How's red? Eh.
That was easy.
We're the fire starters. Twisted fire starters. Yeah, still not really worth using a moonberry. Alright, so now that we've dropped down the temple, where's this going to take us? Hello. We're starting with 3 SP instead of 2 now because one of our characters has leveled up their spirit. She is not nearly tanky enough to be taking all of this. Not bad. Confusion. Lucky me, she still attacked an enemy. Ugh. Let's finish this.
Is it over already?
I do like his two-handed sword style, one of the swords being used a bit like a baton. I think he'd make a pretty good addition to a Smash Brothers. But then everyone would assume a remake's coming, or sequel or prequel. Air near. Air me geared. Okay, what did we learn? Very little. And the echoes are bad. Right. We got... Oh, shit, she never actually healed. Alright, so he's the one with 2 SP, so every time he focuses, we get 2. So we can go ham on one of these to start with, and super moves always go first, luckily. Ah. In the vain hope that this catches both of them. Yeah! Bad advice. I'll snap him out of it. You know what you did. Oh. So he was defending. Hence low numbers and increased counterattack chance. Gonna have a fillet of that fish. Let's just hope we don't need more of those later. Oh, hello. It's wet, therefore we must open it. Let's try some magic. Magic strong. Alright, getting there. So we got an up and we got a sideways. I feel like this is the closest route, so it's probably the one with missable stuff. Got to charge up your key meter. You stuck around. You're gonna die. See you run from this, motherfucker.
That was easy.
Also, I believe there was a treasure chest just on the opposite side of the doorway. And I want it. Ruh-roh, Raggy. See how well this does. Not bad. Yeah, that's what you get. Well, they're all clustering together quite nicely. So, this is what I mean about the placement being relevant, tactically speaking. And if you tell a character to defend or focus, they usually back off away from the enemy group.
That was easy.
Hey, shells. So we lose 5 chance to hit, but we gain 6 defense. I like it. What do you got? So we lose 2 speed, but again gain 6 defense. I think that's a good trade. More Moonbreeze. Alright, let's spend some of these. AoE, I like it. Alright, we can no longer afford any new ones. The game's quite generous with moonberries to start with because it wants you to appreciate them. The steady drip will dry up and we will get very few. Back attack. Right, let's finish these guys. And then we'll have to go ham on this Seeker because he's tough. Yeah, when I said super moves always go first, I was clearly lying to you because I'm a terrible human being. Ika's tend to because she's got quite a high speed stat. Up we go. There's a lot of you guys. I think we'll try and be efficient.
Moons, give me strength.
Definitely learn the value of crowd control. You can get some pretty huge mobs against you. I mean, 4 on 2 is pretty bad, but when it's 6 on 2 and the enemies can call reinforcements. Hey, more moonberries. Even more AoE. Clearly got a language thing going on here. Oh, hello. Oh no, good. I didn't miss that. Can't go that way. Ho! Speaking of mobs.
Moons, give me strength.
Yep.
Is it over already?
Jesus, more moonberries. Do not remember those being quite so vomitously common at the start of the game. But they may have increased it in the GameCube version. Sacres instead of Sacri. Final Fantasy has its Fire, Ferrara, Firaga sort of escalation. Here you have Res, and Rum. So Sacri, Sacres, and Sacrum will be different levels. Look out below! We finally made it. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, but look at the size of that stone. It'll be an adventure and a half just to get that thing back outside. Aika, what's wrong? Vice, those rocks. They're moving. Very moving. Artistically speaking, I mean, I feel it. Oh, you meant like, right? Gotcha. That's not a good sound. Can we make friends? Okay, let's just see if we can figure out the best color. So 64 with green. I feel like target search is going to be followed by something horrible, so let's guard. Rewarded.
Let's try this.
Let us attempt this. So 64 and 160. Ow. Yeah. Let's try red.
Let's try this.
62, so approximately the same. Bonk.
Here goes.
So approximately 160 again. Yep. Just one more color to try. We know what that means. Rude. Okay. You're on heal duty. By virtue of having less physical attack power. $63, so functionally no difference between the three colours. I wish that my guys would figure out that standing in a line is not conducive to their health. That looks like I only got one of them. Just yawning because I've consumed a lot of carbs. Hey, we're getting there. Another one of those and they ought to be done for. Ooh. We get the custom "it's not going well" music. It's a bit of a jarring change, but I kind of like music changing because when it's like a really tense fight and you're really down to the wire, it's kind of cool having it pick up the pace and give you a more frantic music tone.
That was a tough fight.
Yeah, it was. More moonberries. Wow, this moonstone is huge. Yeah, it was definitely worth going through all that trouble. We won't have to worry about fuel for a while. It's beautiful. Treasure hunting is definitely my favorite part of being an air pirate. Wait till everyone back home sees what we found. Because, you know, poses. You received the raw moonstone. Meanwhile. Look at that chiseled jaw. Ah, looks like it's going to be another nice day today. Not too windy. Well, there's the bell. Time to get to work. I gotta loosen up a little. My, he's limber. Huh? Love this upside down perspective. Oh. Oh no! Ships! Ships approaching from the north-northwest, distance 1.5 leagues. It's the Imperial Armada! They've got a full battle squadron. They're in attack formation. Nani? Hey, that's our house. Everyone, get underground. Women and children first. Hurry! Damn, I never thought they'd find us. That flag! It's Galcian's flagship! Lord Galcian, we've blasted the island with cannon fire and our troops have begun the invasion. Good. They seem very organized for a small village that is under siege. I don't know who their leader is, but he seems quite capable. Perhaps Alfonso was in over his head. Perhaps. No matter. It appears the battle is over. Retrieve the girl and bring her to me. Capture the air pirates. We'll need to interrogate them when we return to Valua. And be sure to destroy their ship as well. And if they resist, Lord Galcian, what does your excellency wish me to do if the situation arises? I don't think they're foolish enough to resist. However, if something should happen, burn the village and kill them all. Let the bodies rot in the sun and leave one of our flags to set an example for others who may defy us. This man is not fucking around. Doop doop doop. Can't wait to go home and see all my people. Hello. You can save on the world map, I believe. But wait, no. Hello. What are you doing? It was incredible. I heard this really loud rumble and my ship started shaking. I looked over the side. I saw a whole fleet of Valuan warships. I wonder where they were going. With a fleet that large, they must have been attacking someone. Whoops. Let's go home. Behold, yon worldy mappy. This gives you the impression it's actually quite a small map, but it does expand later. Alright, Vise. Probably should have healed you up, huh? Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Landing a natural attack on a looper. Right. Let's fix that. As you can see, ladder's broken, a few craters. Places look better. The door is jammed. Looks like it was bent out of shape in the attack. This windmill was sort of like the symbol of this island, and now it's nearly in ruins. I can't believe the Valuans just opened fire on us like that. It was so cruel. The children were outside playing. Captain Dine realized resistance would be futile and surrendered quietly, but I'm sure he wanted to fight back on the inside. Well, sometimes it ain't worth fighting if you're going to lose everything. Vice, is that you? We got hit badly by the Valiants, by the Armada. They just attacked us out of nowhere. I barely had time to warn the others. Everything's been destroyed. The women and children took refuge underground, but the captain and the others, they were all captured and taken prisoner. He was on Lookout Island above, so that's quite a fall. A big chunk of rock is blocking the door to Aika's house. An explosion from one of the cannon blasts probably did this. Strangely, the handkerchief and hole has been replaced by an actual legit window. Weird. A whole lot of ships from Valor came and started shooting at us. They took everyone's daddies away. And our houses, our whole village, it was all destroyed. I don't know what to do, Vice. You're 3. What the hell are you supposed to do? Vice, oh thank the moons you're safe. The Armada, they attacked Pirate Isle. I do declare. They just came out of nowhere and attacked us without any warning. Then they took all of the men back to Valua. I'm so lonely. They They even destroyed the albatross. Your father must have been heartbroken. Oh yeah, it does look kind of empty in here, huh? I think you should be able to see some wreckage down there, but I guess they would have scuttled it offshore, as it were. Vas, your mother is really worried about you. The last time I saw her, she was in Captain Dan's office. Go see her, Vas. Let her know you're okay. While I work on my knitting. Mom! Vice, Heike. Thank the moons you two are safe. What happened out here? It was the Imperial Armada. They came out of nowhere and attacked us. What happened to Dad? Where's everyone else? Your father said that if we fight, too many lives will be lost, so he surrendered. So Captain Dan and the others, they were taken prisoner by the Armada and taken to Valua. Damn! Fina, what happened to Fina? I'm sorry, Vice. The Armada took her too. In Valua, the punishment for piracy is death. Fina will probably be killed too. Vice, what should we do? Well, we could give up or be a hero. And I choose hero. What do you think, Aika? We have to save our families. And Fina. I know rescuing everyone isn't going to be easy, but it's not impossible. We can't let them get away with this. Don't worry. We'll get them back. Somehow. Yeah, you're right. It's up to us. We can't give up now. Alright, let's go. Let's show these Valuans what happens when they mess with the Blue Rogues. Wait, you won't be able to do anything against Valua in the shape you're in right now. Don't just rush after them. You'll need a plan first. It's not going to be an easy fight. But, if we don't hurry, everyone might... My husband always said, acting quickly and rushing are two completely different things. Less haste, more speed, my friends. Especially in times like this, you must calm down and plan every move carefully. Don't worry, everything will be alright. Your father won't let things end like this, not him. Yeah, Mom, you're right. Aika, let's rest up today. We'll leave for Valua first thing in the morning. Okay. And since your house is destroyed, I guess you'll have to room with us. Galcian's flagship, the Serpent. Lord Galcian, as you have ordered, I brought the girl to see you. Excellent. You may leave. As you wish. At last we meet, Fina. You cannot imagine how much trouble the Armada has gone through to find you. How did you know my name? I am Galcian, the sworn protector of Valua and the supreme commander of the Imperial Armada. I am under direct orders from Our Royal Highness, Empress Theodora, to find you and bring you back to Valua. As a citizen of the Silver Civilization, you have information that is useful to us. Will you help us? Defiant silence. I see. I did not expect you to help us without the proper motivation. However, I believe we have the same goals, so wouldn't it be best for us to help each other? We will reach Valua in half a day. Enjoy the comforts of the brig until then. Cool ship. Dark, purple and black. Solid choices. Very manly. I'm not saying that their home life is lacking harmony, but my bed's upstairs, and these two, like, are Vice's parents separated? Good morning, dear. Are you all set to go? I almost don't want you to go, but I suppose you must. Stand tall, my son. When a sailor starts out on a journey, he needs to go with a little more hope in his eyes than that, okay? We'll be fine here on the island, so don't worry about a thing. You just make sure and bring your father home safe and sound. Good luck, my dear. Yes, all this will be hers now. Oh, we got our protagonist, we got our antagonist, and an immediate objective of saving all of our friends. Don't worry about us, Vice. We'll take care of everything while you're gone. Data bio. My injury? It's all better. My dad always told me that anything that doesn't kill you will hurt at first, but it will only make you stronger. It's not, I mean, sure, kid. Sure. Vice, Aka, good luck. I don't entirely know how her name is pronounced. I go with Aka, but it could be Aika or Aika. Subtle distinctions, I know. Or Aka, Erica. Erica? Dave. You better come back. Promise me, okay? Of course. Don't worry. We'll come back with everyone else, too. Alright, Aika, let's go. Aye, aye. Valua should be a landmass due north from here. I'm setting the course. Alright, Valua, here we come. All the kids are like, they're dead. It's good to have a mother who's not like overly fretful or overly protective the way that you tend to find mother figures in games with protagonists in danger, shall we say. You know, there's a lot of easy tropes that they avoid or just don't take the obvious route. I appreciate that. So the whole world map is sky. Obviously you can fly anywhere, but they get around that by these stone reefs that you can't quite break through, and by the wind shears that are too strong a current for you to break into. Which I guess simulates reefs and strong sea currents, ocean currents that you'd have to avoid. Visibility is horrible. Vice, the fog's too thick, I can barely see. That's strange. There's never any fog in this region. I wonder what's causing it. The only way to get to Value is through here. Slow to half speed. Fog lights on. Vice, wait, we're too close to that island over there. That's no moon. I mean island. What? Where? Ah! Vice, look! It's not an island. Whatever it is, it's alive. What the? It's an arc whale. Monstro, I'd say. I've never seen one this big before. Also, they've gone for a very anime face style, but you can be very expressive with these, so you get a lot out of this. Like, squinting hard against wind pressure and low visibility. Vice will get killed if we get too close to it, but we've got to hurry to get to Valua. Vice, what should we do? Attack it! Retreat! I don't know. Retreat? We don't even have guns on this thing. What do you think we're going to do? Of course we're going to retreat. We don't stand a chance against that thing in this ship. I know we're in a hurry, but if that thing capsizes, everyone we know will be executed. We better play it safe. Okay, can't argue with that. We'll be okay as long as it doesn't see us. Well, you know what that means. Ah! Vice, it's ours. This is what it feels like to cool 5 gum. Grab hold of something and brace yourself. Don't let go. But the ship, she's flying apart, Captain. Then fly her apart, damn it. Well, so ends the shortest career of Vice. Oh, no, he's alive. Hey, get up. You gonna sleep all day? Get up. Ugh, my head. Aika, are you okay? That does not look like a comfortable pose. So, you finally decided to get up, huh? Because of you two, Rackham got away. I was so close. Rackham? Now I remember. That huge arc whale that blew our ship off course. I thought we were finished, but you rescued us. Hey, thanks. Thanks? Thanks, you say? Don't start with me. Wrecked. Vice! Oh, I'm not sure why, but I keep getting hurt today. Hey, what are you doing, you crusty, rusty old man? He didn't do anything. Didn't do anything? I've been chasing that arc whale after that arc whale for years. I was so close to finally capturing him, but because of you kids, he got away. I'm really sorry that you didn't catch him. Really. Huh. Debris from your ship hit my sails. I'm lucky my ship is still airborne. You kids were even luckier that I was here to grab you. I was working all morning, tossing what was left of your ship overboard. And now I'm stuck with the two of you. What? Our ship was destroyed? Aye. Now, this isn't a passenger ship. Anyone on board needs to pull their own weight. If you don't like it, you can jump off. I need to keep the load as light as possible anyway. What? Oh, great. What kind of mess have we gotten ourselves into? Go down into the hull and bring me 2 supply boxes up to the bridge. Bring 2 supply boxes to the bridge? No problem. I'll bring them right away. Actually, sir, we were on our way to Valuer when we were attacked. Where is this ship headed? Where this ship's going is none of your concern. Now get moving. I give up. I don't really have time to be doing this, but what other choice do I have? This is a really old map. It looks like it's been sitting in the sun for a really long time. It's starting to fall apart at the edges. So, we got an old man missing a limb who is desperately chasing a whale. Gotta love the classics. That old man, he's working us really hard. He needs to lighten up. But he did save us, so I guess we can't complain too much. Oh well, back to work. Wow, now that's a big harpoon. I could sort of tell by the way he dresses, but it looks like the captain's a fisherman by trade. That harpoon is full of nicks and scratches. Wonder how many years he's been using this thing. Well, this looks like the box that the old man wanted me to get. What's in this thing? Great. This guy's probably going to work us to death. Now, kids, health and safety, that's not how you pick up a heavy box, and a box that big and heavy, you should always get help with. Your warehouse administrator will be happy to demonstrate for you. See, it's just ruining his back right there. You look like you've got a little more than lubber on your bones. What's your name, boy? My name is Vice. I'm a blue rogue. I used to do this type of grunt work on the pirate ship. An air pirate, huh? Well, and what exactly would two air pirates be doing sailing alone? Well, we have our reasons. Sir, we need to get to Valua. I beg of you, please take us there. Valua, huh? Explain. Exposition dump. And that's why we have to get there as soon as possible. We need to save our friends. Trying to pick a fight with the Armada? You gotta be out of your mind, boy. I have no time to babysit you and your friend, and I need to find Rackham again. Try your luck with a different ship. I see. It would be really helpful if you could bring us, but we can't force you to. By the way, why exactly are you chasing Rackham anyway? There's no need to tell you. And there is still one supply box left. Get down into the hull and get moving. Great. I spill my guts, he keeps quiet. And then he makes me do more work. What's with this guy? I know, right? Boomers. Great. Now I gotta move boxes all day. Humph! What is in this thing anyway? Our old trusty Captain's porn. I'll be jollying me Roger tonight. Yar. I'm done, sir. Alright, now on to the next chore. Take the helm. What? Are you really letting me? I want to see how well you can sail. If you can't sail, you'll be loading boxes the rest of the trip. Wow. Most of my duties revolved around raiding, so I hardly ever got to fly our old ship. Well, they're pretty old, but these gauges are in great shape. And the wheel is so light, it's really responsive too. This ship must make really tight turns. For someone who's hardly ever been at the helm of a ship this size, you seem to know quite a bit, boy. I spent a lot of time on the bridge of the Albatross, so I picked up a lot. Good. Now let's see if you can actually sail. Our destination is Sailor's Island, about 40 leagues northeast from here. Wait a minute. You can at least tell me the name of this ship. And yours while you're at it? Huh. The ship's called the Little Jack, and I'm Drachma. Alright. Now stop fooling around. The sun is going to set soon. Aye, aye, Captain Drachma. Little Jack, full speed ahead. Drachma has joined your party. Drachma has allowed you to use his blue moonstone. Oh, I say. Tunnels! Curt voice. Can I help you? This ship here is a free medical vessel. Are you here for treatment? You sick or something? No, we're fine. We're just passing through the area and saw your ship. We figured we'd come and see who you are. Wait a second. Your clothes, your weapons, your eye patch. You guys are air pirates. You're just in time. There's something I want to ask of you guys. Please come inside. This is an edition in the GameCube version, the Legends version. I apologise for the abruptness. I know you don't really need my services, and I have no need to stay. But I have a favour to ask of you. But first, let me introduce myself. The name's Doc, or that's what everyone calls me. I'm a free doctor. I don't have any country to call home. But that lets me live life the way I want it to. So I fly the skies, heal the sick and injured sailors, wherever the winds take me. Oh, and this is Maria. She's a little quiet and shy, but she's a good kid. Right. What was it you wanted to ask us to do? Dude's wearing flip-flops. Can we just point that out? Heh. Direct and to the point. I like that. But here, take this lens. It's sort of related to what I want to ask you. That thing's called a moon lens. It's a special lens made from moonstones. With it, you can see things you wouldn't normally be able to. Here, put the lens on and look where I'm pointing. Whoa, there's some sort of creature right there. It's a moonfish. They're tricky little fellas to catch because they're, well, transparent. You can only see them using that lens. Which brings me to the favour I wanted to ask you. I want you to find as many of these moonfish as you can and bring them back to me. They tend to nest in populated areas for whatever reason, so check towns and dungeons. But they try to keep out of most people's ways, so look in hard to reach areas like behind buildings, under bridges and rooftops. Oh, one more thing. Whenever you're near a moonfish, the lens I gave you will react and make a sound, so pay attention. Okay, so I use the lens, see little guys. How in the 6 moons am I supposed to catch them? It's pretty easy, actually. Here, let me put the moon lens into your goggles. Once I'm done, you can use it when you go into the first-person mood, first-person point of view. Once you find a moonfish, a target will appear. Line it up with the moonfish. And when you've got the moonfish in your sights, just press the A button. And here you go. The lens was a perfect fit. Well, sound easy enough, right? Actually, the reason for all this is a bit strange. A little bird got lost and found its way to my ship. I decided to take care of it for now, but I just don't get what this bird's problem is. He refuses to eat anything other than moonfish. But, for whatever reason, Maria seems to have grown really attached to the critter, so I do what I can to keep it happy. I appreciate that Maria's not making me do any kind of voice. It's sort of my responsibility to take care of Maria. Anything she wants, I provide. Of course, there's only so much I can do. But I can't leave my ship. I can't leave Maria here all alone. That's why I'm asking you for this favour. Of course, I will compensate you adequately. Bring me lots of fish, and I'll give you items in return. So please, if you find any moonfish, bring them to me. I will be eternally grateful. So, just a little additional collect them, get items that you wouldn't otherwise get. There should be moonfish near or on Sailor's Island. I'm sure if you look hard enough you can find them. Hint! Be sure to check on top of roofs and behind buildings. Check everywhere using a first-person point of view. Good luck! Thanks. Different part of the map, different enemies to face. We can do this right off the bat, thanks to Drakma joining the party. His special move is the Pimp Slap. Ow. Drachma Punch!
That was easy.
Alright, fine. Sailor's Island it is. Wow, so this is Sailor's Island. I've never been here before, but I can already tell this place is lots of fun. Yep, think I'm gonna like it here. Good. After I restock my supplies here, I'm leaving again. You two can stay here. Hey, wait a second. We have no ship. Are you planning to just strand us here? I've got to find Rackham, and in the meantime, I have to find a cannon that is powerful enough to destroy him. I have no time to waste with you kids, and you can resolve your own problems. This is just great. He's not listening to anything we're saying. I wonder if there's anything that will make the old man change his mind. Maybe we can dig up some information. Let's go around town and see what we can find. Drachma has left the party. Save point. Woo. Alright, I think that 2.5 hours in is a pretty good place to leave it for today. But since this seems to be working fairly smoothly, we'll be back to do more of this later. Or tomorrow, probably. Let's be honest. Alright. Till next time, my hearties.